Hey, Bestie, I'm Dr. Sherazad, and today we're getting back into season 2, episode 2 of the Pitt, HBO Max really incredible series that won so many awards.
And the Emmy goes to the Pitt.
There's so much medical tea to spill in this episode. Is this drama medically accurate or just good TV? Let's scrub in and find out.
Ogilvy and Kwan are going to be working with me.
Hello.
Student doctors.
You want them to try it? They gotta learn sometime.
It's best if they watch the first one.
I can prep and drape.
Okay, Bestie, this is kind of cool. I mean, it's sweet that the patient was like, hey, let them try it. They're going to have to do it at some time. And he was willing to let them have the procedure done. But honestly, tapping a belly, or a more formal term is paracentesis, is one of the most fun medical procedures to do because it's instantly rewarding. You see that beautiful amber liquid come out right away. Keep in mind, if the liquid is red, it's either a traumatic tap, meaning you might have hit a blood vessel, or it could be a malignant ascites, which means it's a fluid collection related to cancer. Imagine your body as a house and the blood vessels are the plumbing pipes. Normally, the water or fluid in your body stays inside the plumbing pipes, where it belongs, keeping the pressure up and everything running. But when you have cancer or liver failure, there's an essential protein called albumin that's missing. The fluid seeps out of the vessels, like out of the pipes, into the floors and the walls. So it collects in areas where it shouldn't, like the belly, like the lungs, like the legs, and sometimes even the scrotum in men or the labia in women. The fluid's still in your body, it's just in the wrong place because we don't have enough albumin holding it tight. You have to drain it out manually with a needle. Sometimes it's called a thoracentesis, which we drain it out of the lungs, and sometimes it's a paracentesis when we drain it out of the belly.
It's like a gallon and a half.
Of high-octane premium.
Okay, you need anything else, Mr. Louie?
No, ma'am.
Okay, grab me when you're ready.
Yeah.
Whitaker, wife of your DNR this morning's in Central 8.
Did she know her husband died?
Not till you tell her.
I'll be right there.
And then we have this moment where you're doing something really important, but breaking bad news is an art form, and watching physicians do it, or being a physician that has done it, it hits home because it's not just about the facts, it's about holding space for someone's worst day. And that emotional intelligence, sometimes it's taught in med school and residency, but most of the time the communication skills required come with experience and practice.
Come to Jesus. Well, a lab must have made a mistake. Maybe it's an immaculate infection. We'll call the lab soup, clear this up. Tread carefully, Missy.
There's a nun with gonorrhea in her eye. Seriously, you guys are going to take this away from me?
Okay, Bestie, listen to this. Microbiology is one of the most interesting scientific studies ever. It's the simple, tiny life forms that are too small to be seen by the naked eye that we're studying. We're talking bacteria, fungi, parasites. It is all fascinating. It was one of my favorite subjects in med school. Grabbing a sample of pus with like a sterile Q-tip, putting it in a sterile container, and then sending that sample of pus to the microbiome lab where it grows on an agar dish and it grows into a specific pattern. So if it's clusters like grapes, that's called cocci. If it's straight lines like rods, those are called rods. And gram positive or gram negative refers to the gram stain. Well, I'm stopping myself before I get way too deep, like I'm kind of nerding. But at this point, they swabbed her eye, it grew gonorrhea. It's actually pretty cool because most of the things in medicine, we're hedging our bet and they're vague. But this with microbiome and bacteria, knowing the bacteria, that's a win for sure.
How long's the cast been on?
I don't know, but it's really getting itchy.
Okay, this cuts the cast, not the stem. This should relieve the itching.
With the cast spreading. Thank you.
Oh, I see you brought some friends.
Oh my God, are those maggots?
Okay, You might think this is super rare, but this is actually not just straight out of a horror movie. It's something I have seen twice in my medical career, once in a breast tissue and once in ankle. It's definitely more common in tropical regions and underdeveloped areas, but here in America, the developed country that we live in, we see it commonly in neglected necrotic wounds in people experiencing homelessness, high-risk individuals, basically diabetes, dementia patients, alcohol dependency, people with poor limited mobility or poor access to medical care. It's heartbreaking, but it's real. The medical term is wound myiasis, myiasis. And an interesting fact about maggots in the wound is that sometimes people can use maggots to clean out a dead tissue, but those are sterile maggots that are from a lab.
I'm not allowed to.
No, we don't have to talk about the deposition, but we can talk about how it is affecting you. Average emergency physician catches a med mal case every 7 years. 9 times out of 10, the doctor wins. I've been sued 4 times myself. Dr. Al?
I've never been named in a lawsuit.
Awkward. Let's talk about Dr. Mel spiraling about her deposition. This fear is so valid. Here are some facts. In the US, there are roughly 12,000 to 17,000 medical malpractice lawsuits filed every year. And while most settle, like he said, the fear of a nuclear verdict is real. And in 2023, the top 50 malpractice verdicts averaged nearly $48 million. It's a massive cloud that hangs over physicians, and watching her panic, totally relatable.
Traditionally, that's the sexually
I know what gonorrhea is, Dr. Javati. I'm a nun, not a numbskull. I do a lot of work at an unhoused shelter.
Are you handling dirty sheets, pillowcases, soiled clothes?
Yes. Part of my day is spent doing laundry, making beds, disposing of old clothes.
Do you wear gloves?
When they're available.
I know what you're thinking. Dr. Sherazad, she's a nun. How did she get gonorrhea in her eye? How did a nun get gonorrhea, first of all? Second of all, let's talk facts. You can get infections from infected sheets. So the whole hotel thing, or in this case where she's handling dirty sheets, is real. Some bacteria can survive for hours on sheets, like towels, linens, all of that. If she touched infected sheets and then touched her eye, boom.
I have an app on my phone that can listen to our conversation and the details of my physical exam and write it all up in your medical record.
Wow.
It's protected, confidential, doesn't even stay on my phone.
Okay, that's cool. So the future is here, AI scribe for the win. This has been an absolute game changer for primary care physicians and any doctor that requires a lot of listening, and patients give a lot of detailed information. That's all important. Instead of staring at a computer screen and viciously typing notes furiously on a keyboard, AI listens and documents for us. So it's actually, let me look at you in the eye and be your doctor. Let me listen to you and figure out what it is. I love seeing this tech represented, but I do see how some of the more experienced physicians, even Langdon's eye rolling and kind of going away to the next thing. Okay, bestie, can we just take a deep breath? That was intense. I'd love to know what you think. Do you feel the show captured the stress of the ER correctly this week? Drop a comment below, and if you had fun hanging out, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next shift together. Own your health, own your future. I'm Dr. Sherazad, your friend in medicine.